Most people think that as you age, you are going to get stiff, you're going to get decrepit, and you're going to feel weaker. It's inevitable. That's just life. And honestly, I used to believe that too. But here's the truth. Age doesn't have to mean decline. I'm going to show you 5 science-backed exercises that will literally reverse the aging process. And you can do these at any age. It's going to help you maintain your independence, your mobility, and restore your strength. I've just been rolling these into my everyday life consistently, and I move better in my 40s than I did in my 20s. Your body is not failing you because of age. It's failing because you're not moving it in the ways it was designed to move. But that changes today, so let's get into it. All right, exercise number 1, the deep squat. Now, the deep squat is not just a gym exercise. This helps you to maintain your ankle mobility, your hip function, and your spinal health, ultimately keeping your independence. A study done in 2020 talks about how hip strength directly correlates with your ability to just do regular life. Even just getting out of a chair, right? Walking up steps, maintaining balance. All of those things are all connected back to you being able to keep your independence and not need assistance, not need help from canes or other people to go about living your life. And while many people may think squats are bad for you, there was a study done in 2013 talking about how doing squats regularly helps to keep your musculature and everything in order, especially around your knees. So it's actually great for your knees. Your knees were designed to bend fully. So if you don't move it, you're gonna lose it. That's just what it all boils down to. All right, guys, if you haven't done this for a while, you've got to build up to it, right? So I would say no matter what, you need something sturdy to hold on to, perhaps a chair, a sturdy chair, or the wall, just to help you get down to that position, okay? I'm just using this as a demonstration. I don't have a lot of chairs in my house, right? But just to give you an idea, and like you may not be able to go down that deep, right? But what you can do is just work on getting a little lower each day, you know? And if you're able to work on this a little each day, over time, you are going to get better at it. But what has worked for me is just incorporating it into my everyday life. And that actually leads us into the next exercise, which is basically my lifestyle. It's floor sitting. Sitting on the floor more, guys. Just sit on the floor. There's so many different ways to sit on the floor, and you can do it even when you're just watching TV, or even eating, you know, if you want to get fancy, even eating a meal. Like these little things that you are able to do each day, it's going to make all the difference. In fact, there was a study done called the sit to rise test, which basically sees how easily you can get up off the floor unassisted. And every time you have to use something like your hand or your knee or something, then that takes some points off. So basically, if you're able to get up from the floor unassisted, right? And even go back down, whatever. If you're able to do that, you are decreasing your risk of all-cause mortality by like 5 or 6 times, which is a big deal, guys, because every point you lose on this test equals like a 21% higher risk of early death. And unfortunately, a lot of people, especially over the age of 65, they have one like big fall and they're never able to recover fully from that. And their quality of life decreases as a result. Being able to get up and down off the floor, it's not just a movement, it's a longevity predictor, guys. If you're trying to figure out how to incorporate floor sitting and you have not done it in quite some time, like maybe since you were in kindergarten, well, there's definitely different ways you can get it back in your life. And say you can't go all the way to the floor, I highly suggest looking into some floor cushions such as these. I love these. I just got these from Venn Design. And I can honestly say I've tried so many different floor cushions like this. These are like, I think they're like meditation cushions. I've tried so many, like literally over the past year. These are by far the highest quality that I have ever seen. First of all, the fabric is amazing, okay? And then the durability, the stitching, like look at this. There's 2 sides, okay? There's 2 sides to this. So this side, it's got, you can feel right inside here is all the buckwheat holes, okay? You can unzip this, it's coming out, okay? There's buckwheat holes in there. If you don't want to sit directly on the buckwheat side, then the other side, it has like a layer of cushion. These are amazing. They're super thick and you can use more than one if you want as you work your way. And you can use more than one if you want because you can pile them. And this just allows you to, like, if you can't get all the way down to the floor, you can be like right here, right? You know, that can help you with your deep squats and all that good stuff too. Look at that. Yeah, especially if you're working on getting closer to the floor, you can have a couple of these to allow. This is still so much better than a regular chair. And then speaking of like being better than a regular chair, Venn also has air chairs, and they're made of the same fabric. And so I love all of this. I love all of this. Like if you want to be actively exercising, if you want to be actively exercising while working, look at this. Amazing, right? Like this is like amazing. Especially if you have a lot of furniture. It may feel silly opting for the floor, but I'm telling you, comfort is the enemy of health. Like really, can I trademark that? Because those things that make us so comfortable that we don't move at all, those are the things that are slowly killing us, guys. So I'm just saying, be creative. Find more ways to incorporate the floor sitting because it goes a long way. And it's better than just trying to find like a 30-minute or an hour block each day to exercise because that's not going to undo all of the other like 8 hours that you're sitting some type of way that your body is not meant to be sitting for that whole duration. Like you've got to just think about how to incorporate more floor sitting. Whatever works for you to get some more floor in your life, I just highly recommend it, okay? Let's move on. A study done in 2018 talks about how grip strength is a strong predictor of early death, especially from things like heart disease, cancer, and just like all-cause mortality. It's like right up there with being able to get up off the floor. In addition, if you're over 40 and you're already dealing with like shoulder stiffness and back pain, hanging is such a simple way to remedy all of that in one go because you're going to work on your grip strength. You're going to also be able to work, oh my goodness, loosening your shoulders and decompressing your spine. So even if you're just able to hang for a little bit each day, it makes all the difference. If you are like brand new, you can get a chair or something to take a little of the weight off of you, off of your load or whatever as you get used to it. But over time, you should be able to hang unassisted. Maybe even if it's just 5 or 10 seconds at a time, you can build up. All throughout my 30s, I just felt like I was super stiff and holding a lot of like tension in my shoulders. But by incorporating like hanging daily into my routine, it's counteracted all of that. And my grip strength has improved like tenfold as well. So yeah, definitely guys, let's hang out each day. All right, guys? All right, moving on. By the way, guys, I do have a free movement assessment down below. You can take the quiz and figure out exactly where you stand or sit in terms of like your chronological age. And based on your score, you can get action steps to help you start moving and feeling better. So that's free down below. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about walking. It's so simple, but so many of us are not doing it. We're walking less and less, especially as we age. But there are studies that show that just walking like at least like 7,000 steps a day lowers your risk of early death by 50 to 70%. Even just 11 minutes a day of brisk walking allows you to reduce your risk for heart disease, stroke, and several cancers. You can just start where you are. If you haven't walked that much, maybe park further away from the grocery store entrance. Maybe just walk around your neighborhood for 5 or 10 minutes to start. The important thing is just getting out there and getting some steps in, getting the blood flowing, making it become a non-negotiable part of your everyday life. And on top of that, walking outside with the sunlight, it's going to just help you with your circadian rhythm. It's going to help you to have better sleep at night. And you guys, if you've been here before, you know I'm all about good sleep and I have amazing sleep scores. But yeah, it all is intertwined, guys. We can't just spend so much time sitting in front of a computer and then sitting in front of a TV. Like, move. Move, guys. If you need some kind of cue, maybe you do it right after you eat. That also helps with digestion. I know that on the days where I don't get enough steps in, I just have low energy, I feel stiffer, I feel like I have brain fog. Walking is like such an easy way. It's like there's such a low barrier to entry for that because you don't need any equipment, you don't need a gym, you just need it outside. You just need somewhere to walk, right? You need to go outside. I know the weather's not always the best, but if you want to add years to your life, you need to go and add steps to your day. That's just all there is to it, okay guys? All right, moving on. Next, let's talk about push-ups because they are essential for upper body strength. Because think about it, if you're able to push yourself up off the floor, you're able to maintain your balance in case you stumble, things like that. That's gonna help you to age well. It's functional strength that matters. There was a study done in 2019 that followed over 1,000 firefighters for 10 years, found that those who could do 40 or more push-ups had a 96% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to those that could do fewer than 10 push-ups. Push-up capacity is directly linked to heart health and longevity. So for those of us over 40, being able to have upper body strength, it's not just optional, it's essential. If you can't do a full push-up yet, that's fine. Start with the wall. Find a wall, right? Check, all right? And just work on, stand a bit further away so that your arm's length away, and then just work on bringing your body closer to the wall. That's already gonna help you with your arm strength. And once that gets easier, maybe you progress to being on the floor, right? And maybe you can't do like a full push-up yet, right? But you can at least kneel, and then just make sure that your core, your spine is straight. Hopefully I'm doing this right. And then eventually you can progress to, I'm tired now because I did too many demos. Yeah, no, this one I need to work on, guys. But yeah, you can eventually, let me stop talking. You can eventually progress to the real push-ups. I'm struggling, guys. It's because I've been working out this whole video. I can honestly say that now in my 40s, I feel better than I did when I was in my 20s. If you haven't really been doing these movements, just start with one a day, build on that. Do a little at a time, maybe just a few minutes here and there throughout your day. That's gonna matter more than trying to put everything into one exercise block, like to undo all of the damage that we are always doing every day by being sedentary. So just pick one movement, start incorporating it throughout your day. Maybe you're waiting for your coffee and you want to do some wall push-ups, things like that, and maybe you're watching TV and you want to try sitting on the floor. It's little things, but doing those little things are going to compound over time. And don't forget, if you want to see where you currently stand or sit, I have my over 40 movement health assessment. You can grab it for free down below. Remember, your body isn't broken because of age. It's just waiting for you to challenge it. YouTube says that you would like this one next, so let's go. All right, see ya.